Hey onesies, Josh Williams here, and thanks for checking out the One Man Podcast. There's now over 200 episodes and dozens of bonus interviews, all of which are available at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, and many more. And you know what? If you don't have any of those apps, no big deal, because you can listen anytime at onemanpodcast.com. So be sure to subscribe because it's always free and there's a new episode out every Wednesday. And while you're at it, leave a review. It's a great way to help the podcast and it doesn't cost you a thing. Follow One Man Podcast on all the major socials and you'll get bonus content and pictures, fun stuff for yourself. And finally, if you have something that you want read on the show, send it to contact@onemanpodcast.com, because if you send it, I'll read it on an upcoming episode. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you enjoy.
What's up, everybody? This is DJ Demers.
I'm K. Trevor Wilson.
Hey, it's Krista Allen.
Hi, this is Rick Mercier.
What's up, guys? This is Paul Verzi, and you are listening to the One Man Podcast. Yeah!
My name is Josh Williams, and welcome to the One Man Podcast, episode number 261 for Wednesday, May 4th, 2022. How's it going, onesies? How are you guys doing? May the 4th be with you. I've just gotten that out of the way, so I don't have to get any emails or text messages saying, it's May the 4th be with you. I'm not big on that Star Wars thing, right? Revenge of the 5th, they say tomorrow, and then since The Mandalorian came out, they were like, this is the May. Welcome to the One Man Podcast. If you've never listened to it before, what is it? It is me, comedian, earthling, Josh Williams, telling you about what's going on with me and my life, and all sorts of stuff. This week, I'll be telling you about a cool app, the shittiest movie segment. Also, of course, I'm going to plug some other things that are going on. Did some shopping with the lady, which was kind of fun, and I'll tell you guys about that. And, we'll do our top 5, and we'll ride off into the sunset. How about that? I got an email to read, too, from my buddy Rich. So why don't we just get into it? I'm going to start by telling you guys about the MyVegas app. Lots of you have been really cool and reached out to me this week and said, like, hey, Josh, very cool about your Vegas trip. Very excited to see that. Please post things on social media and stuff like that. Hey, I got you covered, onesies. I will definitely take care of that. But I was trying to tell you last week, and like many scenarios, I get started on one thing, I go off into another tangent, and I forget to go back to the original one. That's just one of the things you can come to expect from me. I was telling you guys about a very cool app. A-P-P-P-P, app. And it's called MyVegas. Now, it is an app put out by MGM Grand or MGM Properties, whatever the hell you want to call it, but it's good for all of the MGM properties, not just in Las Vegas, of which there are many, but it's actually good for all sorts of other areas as well. So the MGM owns stuff all over the place. They own cruise lines, they own hotels in Reno and Montego Bay and stuff like that. So what's really cool about the MyVegas app is that it's got free to play slot machines, lots of fun. But as you play, you earn loyalty points. Okay, like gold points, whatever. You see at top left of the screen. Very cool, very easy to understand. And the way it works is when you play, you can actually use those loyalty points to purchase real world things. So like rewards, points, and then you use them as rewards. But it's not like air miles where you spend forever. And if you're lucky, you can get a pair of Cineplex tickets or something like that. It's actually really cool in the sense that like you can get real world stuff, including let's start like nice and simple. So you can get like a free drink or a free appetizer at some of these properties. You can get, buffet vouchers. You can get, reduced rates or even comped nights rates with these points. So, just for example, I've been playing for maybe 2 weeks and I've got about 90,000 points. I was actually able to pick up 2-for-1 buffet vouchers, which are good considering some of these buffets are like $30, $40. But let me start by telling you that the properties in Las Vegas are the MGM Grand, the Mandalay Bay, the Luxor, Excalibur, New York, the Mirage, Aria, Park MGM. So there's like a lot of different properties just in Vegas that use these. And for example, like the MGM Grand's buffet is $40. So Crystal and I are going to go take a look at the MGM Grand in the area one of the mornings on our trip, and I got the 2-for-1 buffet voucher. So I saved $40 just by playing these slots and gaining these points. So I got a 2-for-1 voucher there. There was also a really nice rated brunch buffet at the Excalibur. So the hotel itself has not gotten great reviews. They haven't gotten horrible ones. It's just, with all the places in Vegas, they're certainly nicer to stay. They have a nice, highly rated brunch buffet. I got a 2-for-1 voucher for that, and that's, I think, $30. So we saved another $30 there. So far I've saved $70 American just by going in and getting those vouchers. But there's all sorts of other things too. Like you get free play, right? So if you're staying there, and you have a certain amount of points, you can get free money to gamble in the slot machines. You can use it on top of New York. There is a roller coaster. This thing has free vouchers. I think it was like 5,000. It might have even been less, but like 5,000 points gets you a free ride on the roller coaster, which is normally like $12 or whatever. So like that's something that we have the option to do. It has reduced ticket prices on the, I didn't even mention the Bellagio, by the way. The Bellagio at the Beautiful Fountain is also an MGM property. The Bellagio also has a very nice buffet, and it has 2-for-1 tickets on there. But the thing is, a lot of the items have like a daily limit. So every day they reset. But if you don't get on, early enough, some of these things are sold out, and I just haven't had a chance to lock in the Bellagio buffets. But at the same time, I don't want to do a buffet every day. I'm sure some of you out there are going, oh my God, Josh, you're doing so well with the weight loss. Please, 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 please don't just go buffet. Fine. I don't want to, but dear God, it's Vegas. It's Vegas. And some of the buffets we have booked, like the Bacchanal and the Wynn buffet, which I strongly encourage you to YouTube those buffets and just see, like, you're talking like fine dining buffet. So like you get to try all sorts of crazy shit at one price, which is amazing. In terms of, anyways, all sorts of different stuff. There's tickets, discounts to Cirque du Soleil shows, discounts to like shows like Carrot Top, who plays at the Luxor. You can get discounts on his tickets. You can get free tickets for other attractions. And that, like I said too, you can poke around the rewards because there's a lot of properties that aren't even in Las Vegas. Like they're all over the world. There's like an MGM in Japan, and you can get, a free night stay or whatever. So it's really cool that for something that just, if you're going to be sitting around playing things on your phone anyways, why not play something that over time is going to give you points? Some of you might be thinking like, well, I don't have a trip to Vegas. Okay. You don't have a trip to Vegas. So why would like 50% off, a week stay not be enticing to you to be able to go, oh, I can actually get a discount on my rooms from playing this thing. And then maybe that'll inspire me to take a trip. I can't do all your thinking for you. I'm just fucking with you. But like, that's the cool thing too, right? So a lot of my friends were like, well, I'm not planning on going to Vegas. It's like, yeah, but you don't just have to pick Vegas. First off, you don't have to be going to Vegas. You can actually earn stuff to give you a cheaper trip to Vegas. On top of that, maybe you want to go somewhere else and you'd like to earn some free stays in that place. It's a cool app, costs you nothing. You can get rewarded. Okay. MyVegas is the name of the app. If you have any questions, contact at onemanpodcast.com. Here comes his niece. So that was the first thing I wanted to talk about. And I apologize for alluding to it last week and then just never getting back to it. I try to catch myself and put a note on the following week so that I talk about it. I wanted to also address the shittiest movie. I did a segment last week saying that like I'm getting rid of some segments, the shittiest movie being one of them. I'm starting to get very, very busy, and it's more and more difficult for me to watch a movie for the sake, like to find one and be like, oh, this is gonna be content for the podcast. If you guys aren't interested in suggesting one or what have you, like I said, it was designed as a torture method for me, and I was hoping that you would find something really shitty and then laugh about how horrible it was, and then listen to me talk about how shitty the movie actually was. It kindly and non-passive aggressively seems like it is not of any interest to you guys, so I'm not going to put myself through it. Having said that, though, because I have a big backlog of episodes that I have to record, I thought I would mention that since the episode is 260, that was, calling it quits for the shittiest movie, that doesn't mean that all the old episodes that I'm going back to do couldn't contain one per se. So it's kind of like a final casting call for you guys. If you've been scrolling through something, you found something really stupid. I subscribe to almost every streaming service. So please feel free. Even my American listeners, I recently subscribed to a VPN, which allows me to change where I'm at so I can actually watch different content from other areas on my devices. So please feel free to suggest any shitty movies, and I will watch them and put them on the past episodes for that. So just want to put that out there. There is a final opportunity to get some shittiest movies in there that will go into the backlog, because some of those weeks are going to be pretty boring and tedious, and I want to be able to have some content for them, so that might help. Okay. What else we got? Oh, we've got another plug. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot this week, guys. We're at the 10-minute mark. This might be a short episode, which sometimes some of you ask for. You're like, wow, your episode's really long. Well, I might have a short one for you this week. So I guess let me see what here. I've got some good news to share with you guys as well, but I think I'll do another quick little plug. How about that? I told you guys last week about the Neo card, which is a card that's available exclusively in Canada at the moment, which is something that gives you instant cash back and lots of cool stuff. I've worked 2 separate programs with Neo, and again, I will go into them in detail in the past episodes once they get recorded, so you get to learn a little bit more about them kind of leading up to it, give you an excuse to go back and listen to anything that might be posted. But the big part of the hiatus was occupied with working for them. It's a good card, guys. I've actually, since I posted the last episode, I've had a few people reach out to me and sign up for it, which is awesome, because everyone who signs up gets $50 free for themselves, and they've contributed $50 free to the podcast. I wanted to say that, I don't want to spend too long on it, but I will be plugging this card for some time. And a little later on in the episode, you guys will find out why. Now, this was not the case last week when I plugged it. Last week I plugged it because it's an awesome product and I really like it, but there's been a new development this week, which would certainly, sway that. Oh geez, how do I lead into this? So I just want to say that a friend of mine, Rich, we worked together in some television programming. He was the sound guy. He's a good buddy, great dude. Love this guy. Rich reached out because he's like, hey, I wanted to sign up for that Neo card and I need your promo code or whatever. So we set that up. I walked him through some of the stuff. He got $50 and he sent, and of course it contributed $50 to the podcast. And one of the things that I like, that I kind of found fun about this was that a lot of things on our trips, are like a $50 ticket to this or like a breakfast or something like that. And I kind of thought that, I do realize that it's a credit card, and some of you listening are like, I don't want to sign up for a credit card. I get it. It's a lot of this sounds way too good to be true. Totally get it. This is a tech play. Again, I will explain a little bit more to you guys later on, but it is just such a fucking awesome thing. My family has signed up for it. They're all loving it, crushing it. I get texts from people several times a day, not necessarily the same person, but different people text me every day because they keep finding new cool places. Rich texted me the other day and was like, I just found 3% off Amazon. So if he uses his Neo card on Amazon, it's a 3% instant cashback. Guys, that's incredible. So yeah, a tech company that's basically created a new financial institution. I've had the chance to work for them, know their product. I think it's fucking fantastic. I love it. I use it daily. And one of the things I thought was really cool about someone signing up and being like, hey, here's 50, they're getting $50 for themselves, but they're also contributing $50 back here to the podcast, is that I like to actually take that 50 and attribute it to something on the trip. So Rich has contributed $50 to the podcast, and I'm putting that towards Crystal's zipline ticket in Old Vegas on Fremont Street. So Crystal has been wanting to zipline forever. It's been one of her bucket list items, and we have purchased the tickets. We've already purchased the tickets, but hey, I am more than happy to attribute her ticket on the zipline to Rich's sign up. Within $1, if not, exactly the cost of the ticket. I think it's $38 American, which is damn near 50 Canadian. So we're going to have a shout out to him. And when we do the zip lining, I'm going to post it on social media and tag Rich in it, thanks for the zip lining ticket, whatever it is. I had a buddy, Peter, who was going to do it. And I think he's a paramedic. He got called off, at the time. He's like, oh, let's set this up. And then they got called out on a call. But he was saying, he called me up and he's like, hey man, I'm really proud of you for cutting the weight and keep going or whatever. And, we were talking about the card and everything. And I was like, well, hey man, if you want to send me or sign up for the card, I'd be happy to put the $50 on my zipline ticket. Because if I don't weigh 300 pounds, I'm not getting on it. And it's non-refundable. I've already paid for it. So the whole idea was I was just like, because if someone else bought me the ticket, then I'll feel even more inclined to. It's just me trying to like have more fun with it, engaging for you guys. I want to give you something, but I also want to like, thank you guys for that and literally like have your guys' support even when I'm on my trip, because a lot of you are reaching out and saying like you're excited and you're happy for us, things like that. I'm super, super jazzed. So first official contribution, my family and stuff, I'm like, nah, you guys don't get to do that. Your family, you have to do it anyways. Drinking my bubbly because I'm already done eating for today. I fucked up today. So I got on the scale this morning, 311.6. So again, from being 322 a couple of weeks ago, I'm already like half down where I need to be. Feeling good about that. According to my official counter, trip counter or whatever, I have 25 days, 16 hours and 30 minutes before we leave. So, I want to be below 300. Everyone was like, don't stop at 300. I'm like, why the fuck would I stop at 300? I could have like a bad day or wear too much clothes or whatever. So, today, 311, I waited till, I started eating at 1. I went all the way till 1 o'clock before I had any food. I had a couple of Tim Hortons little breakfast wraps. And then, I ordered DoorDash Taco Bell and I had like 4 tacos from Taco Bell. Terrible. I know I'm over my daily calories. It's not great, but it's my first. I'm still not going to eat past my time. In fact, it is currently 5:30 on Tuesday. I ate them like an hour ago. I will not be eating any more today. I'm drinking my bubbly because there's 0 calories. I'll have my pills and whatever I have to have, but that's it for the evening today. I've had my daily calories and I'm going to be absolutely fine going the rest of the day without eating. So, I'm very happy to stick to that, but I did have a little sidestep. We were talking tacos yesterday and now I realized that Taco Bell is far from the authentic tacos that I will have in Vegas, that I will be having in Vegas. I kind of just, blah, 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 blah. I think my tongue went numb. I had a stroke mid-sentence. But again, I have a lot of people who are being very positive, encouraging, like, hey man, don't stop at 300. I have no intention of stopping at 300. I'm going to keep doing this. Like I said, 311 right now. I look forward to telling you guys when I'm at again next week. It looks like we have about 2 or 3 more podcasts before then. So hopefully that number will just keep chopping down. So the Neo card, it's Neo Financial. If you want to sign up, reach out, contact at onemanpodcast.com. I'll give you the code that gives you 50, gives us 50. And, shy of that, just whatever. If you have any questions, it sounds too good to be true. It is a card that has no fees. Very important. It is a card that has no fees. Again, it is a card that has no fees. So if you sign up for this card and you get $50 for free, you're welcome to go spend that, take the card, throw it in a drawer, never use it. You will never get charged anything. And then in the event that you're like, oh my God, I have to buy something off Amazon, it's like $500. Well, why don't you use that card, save yourself 3%, right? Or you go into the LCBO or whatever the Alberta or British Columbia equivalent of that is for my listeners out there. You know what I mean? You go ahead and you get yourself what you want. Enjoy it on me. Thank you for your contribution our way. And that's it, man. And as this thing continues to grow, you get in on the ground floor. I'm telling you guys right now, no word of a lie, this is the Uber of credit cards. Okay? I get your hesitation. For anyone who's like, oh, I don't know how to... Whatever you have in your wallet right now is not working as hard for you as this. I promise you. And people, when Uber first came out, they're like, I don't want to get in the back of some stranger's car, right? It was like, what the fuck? It was very odd. People were hesitant. Now, if someone's like, I don't use Uber, I don't trust it. We look at them like they're idiots. At least I do. I'm like, how can you ignore something that is literally taken over? Like every restaurant you walk into has like an Uber Eats. Like this is clearly a legitimate company, which is like the standard now. Like if you still take cabs, it's like, do you not have any friends that recommended Uber to you? Like how do you not know that that's the supreme service? Well, I'm telling you that that's what this is of credit cards. And it is by the same founders of Skip the Dishes. So a company that was already infinitely successful in Canada that was sold to a huge company. Now the same group of guys have started a financial company, which looks like it's going to do even better. Sky's the limit. I'm very excited. I was happy to have worked just as a brand ambassador for them. And I may as well tell you guys about this now because it's gonna be weird to circle back to later. But I was at the mall the other day, so this will lead into the next section because Crystal and I went shopping for some stuff for our trip, and I'm kind of excited to talk to you guys about that. But I ran into Dave. Now Dave I didn't really talk about this because, again, I was trying to saving it for those episodes that were along the timeline. But we started a program for Neo in malls. So we basically had a kiosk to sign people up for the credit card in malls. And it was a bit odd because our station didn't really look like it had anything to do with finances or credit cards. It kind of just looked like a customer service booth, and nobody really knew what we were. The activation was good. So people, like, basically it was anyone who stopped to listen to what we were talking about, like, they heard the information and they'd sign up. But a lot of people just kind of walked by not really knowing what we were. And because of leasing rules in malls, you're not allowed to just walk out like, hey, what's going on? Hey, can I talk to you about, like, you can't just attack people. So it's kind of like people who came to ask you a question, you could talk to, but besides that. So, anyways, I was the head of my team through the marketing company that I worked through. However, Dave was an actual employee of the company who works here in Ottawa. So we actually had a Neo rep with us on site, and Dave and I became very good colleagues, good friends. And the other day when I was in the mall, they transferred marketing companies midway through, just to see if that would change any of the results or anything like that, which unfortunately for them, it didn't. But I got moved to another program with the same company. So the Neo card, excuse me, for anyone who's aware of the Hudson's Bay company, Neo is the official credit card of the Hudson's Bay company. So again, if this card was like some little flim flam, flash in the pan, thief in the night kind of thing, it wouldn't be the official card of a huge chain in the country, just a heads up. But, anywho, we popped into the Rideau Center, and Dave was there with the kiosk, and we were chatting, and he was mentioning how Neo was going to be taking the roles themselves. So instead of having a bunch of brand ambassadors from other companies, they were just going to run their own kiosks and stations and events in the city and things like that. And he was mentioning that they needed a field manager. So they needed someone basically to be another Dave in the city that could run events and train employees and be responsible for targets and things like that. And he strongly suggested that I apply for the position. Now, again, this has happened since the last episode. So my plugging this has no personal, it was just, I'm a consumer. I always tell you guys about cool deals and things I find out because I want to share that information with you guys. So this is something that I'm very excited about and I'm very passionate about. So I had an interview with Dave, and I was offered the position of field manager, which starts, on Monday. I actually had the follow-up interview today just regarding my options with the company. So in terms of like stock options, stuff like that. So this is a new financial play. It's a fintech company, and I'm really excited about being an actual employee of this company, and stock options. Fuck, I have health benefits again, guys. So nice. I've been years without health benefits, so I'm excited, and all of them begin right now. So after my meeting this morning, I am on board. I begin Monday, and I will be telling you guys. So you're looking at the newest, I guess, field manager or whatever the hell my title is for Neo Financial. What's up, y'alls? So I do now, as a stakeholder and stuff, have a dog in the fight, but at the same time, it's very important to me that because it's a financial company and people are hesitant about credit cards and stuff like that, that I am forthright and that I am direct about what is entailed in the product. I would never dream of flim-flamming anyone because it's just going to make the company look bad. It's going to make it harder and harder for people to trust. We don't want to be that. It was something that Dave had said is very important to the company, and it was something that he noticed while we were working the program together, was that it was important for me to give everyone the correct information. We didn't lie or trick anybody. We're not sleazy cell phone salesmen. But yeah, so since last week, not sadly, I'm actually quite happy to have an employment, but I now have at least a bias. Okay. So we can say that last week, my pitch on the card was 1000% sincere without strings attached. But this, I can't say going forward that it's like purely whatever, because now I'm a partial owner of the company as an employee. I'm now, people sign up. It's better for us. So just for what it's worth, I wanted to let you guys know that, but I am excited. I'm celebrating this. Crystal's very happy. I'm very happy. So very, very, very happy to be a part of the Neo Financial team. And it is still going through like rounds of funding and stuff like that. It's still in its infancy. It's still less than 2 years old, this company, but they're growing so fast and they have so many investors that I'm really excited, guys. Like this could be the thing I needed. And I'm not talking about the job itself. I'm talking about just owning a piece of a company that's like the first tech bank company in God knows how long, well, ever really, right? It's not old brick and mortar banks, which is another reason that they don't need to charge you through the nose because there is no physical bank. This is all digital. It's all done through your phone. So in case someone's like, well, how do they give you so much stuff? It's like, they literally get a piece of your interest. So if you leave a balance on your card, yeah, you're going to charge an interest and they make money there. But that's it. You know what I mean? And when you put money in your savings account, they invest that and they get rates of return on that. So it's really, really pretty sweet deal. And I'm excited to be in on it. I'm very, very lucky to have just been part of the marketing initiative that sort of introduced us to said company. And I was really happy to have done a good enough job that where they figured we need someone who's got experience and who can lead a team that they picked me. Suckers. But Neo Financial, if you want to sign up, I got your back no matter what. You got a guy on the inside. Okay. Your boy J Dubs here. It's not going to interfere with my comedy or anything like that. We actually get a reasonable amount of vacation days and all sorts of other stuff. But I'm jazzed, guys. I'm jazzed. Starting today, I'm an employee of Neo Financial. So, yeah. All right. Let's talk about something else. I'm so sorry that it maybe seems like an infomercial for the card. Crystal and I went shopping. All right. We decided, actually, it was last Wednesday. So I had recorded on Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm out and about doing the card stuff. We're doing putting stuff on my card. We actually went to Bayshore Mall here in Ottawa, and we were like, I think it was just, how do I say this? Crystal is an absolute sweetheart. She doesn't lavish herself. She's not, when I say she's not a girly girl, there's a million wrong ways to say everything. She's not a look at me, dress herself up in fashion and take pictures of herself. Like, she's really not that. She's, in my opinion, very, very beautiful. And she's like, she has the capability of being like girl next door, cute, elegant, beautiful, sexy, hot, like really just, but she doesn't have a look at me attitude towards her. And we all know who I'm talking about, right? There's women out there on Instagram where it's like, Instagram or Facebook, whatever. It's like literally their story day in and day out is like themselves and like grab a strand of their hair and pull on it and just kind of move the camera angles around. Look at me this way. Look at me that way. Look at me. Like that's not my lady. But part of that is that she doesn't really spoil herself or go out of her way to buy herself nice things, so she's very, very practical, like Crystal getting ready is like pair of jeans and a nice sweater and that's it, like good to go. Which she still looks phenomenal in. But yeah, I just decided that I was like, you know what, honey, we got to go get you some stuff for Vegas. First off, it's going to be the desert in the middle of the summer or the beginning of the summer. It's going to be hot. You're going to need like some light clothes, some shorts or, some dresses or things like that. And I'm like, I want to treat you to it. You know what I mean? It's her birthday, So we went out. We went to, where did we go? We went to Bayshore Shopping Center, as I mentioned. We went to Bikini Village first because we're like, you're going to need a swimsuit for the pools. So, again, she's very conservative. So she was like looking at one pieces and I was like, oh, honey, I would really love to see you in, a bikini. Not like a fucking thong ass bikini or whatever, but I'd really love to see you in, a two piece. And so we looked around stuff. We found this really beautiful, bathing suit that had these like gold rings in it, whatever. I don't remember what it cost, but it looked really, really good on her. She tried it on. She looked fucking awesome. So we're like, yeah, we're getting that. And then we got, she found this, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like light. The color was black, but it was like this light, material, sort of like overalls. Like a pool summer beach overalls thing, which again, she tried on, looked super cute in. So we got that. I had such a fucking good time shopping with her. So we got that, and then we got like this nice funny like wicker hat that had like a black ribbon on it, which kind of looked nice. Like it was a sun hat, but it just kind of went with everything. So we got that. Then I was like, okay, let's go to Lululemon and get you some shorts because I want you to be able to enjoy yourself, you know, wear some light stuff. And I know women love the Lulu stuff. Oh, 1 second is... Oh, okay. Shout out to Angie right now. So Angie, just so you know where I am when you sent me this message, I am recording the podcast. Angie and I were talking last night about, tacos and like authentic Mexican food in Vegas. She said she was going to reach out to her, cousin and get, some suggestions. So, I love this. I love that you sent this to me, Angie. I will take a look at it in depth when I'm not recording the podcast, but, thank you very much for that. The fuck was I talking about? Yeah. What else? Lululemon for the shorts. We got our 2 pairs of shorts at Lululemon. One sort of like sporty, runny, kind of like a tennis skirt almost looking kind of shorts. And then like some of the, you know, tight Lululemon shorts. You guys know what I'm saying? The ones where the booty is Kapowski. Oh yeah. Got those. We went to Aritzia, which I've never been in before, but we went to Aritzia. Like I knew it was a store that a lot of women like, and it was suggested to us by the lovely employee at Lululemon. Carrie, I think was her name. I remember thinking Carrie, Sex in the City. What's her face? Horseface's fucking character. The fuck is her name? Sarah Jessica Parker? I think that's what it is. Anyways, yeah, she was like, yeah, if you're looking for like dresses and nice stuff, like Aritzia would be an option. And they suggested Zara, another store I've never been in. So we went across the way to Aritzia, found some cute tops that Crystal liked. I'm like, we're grabbing these. Then we went to Zara, found a really nice, you know, sort of cocktail dress for going out. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. We had a great time. Picked up all sorts of great shit. Loved it. Can't wait for her to go out and enjoy it. And then, of course, we went to Rito Center the other day, which is where I bumped into Dave, had that conversation, which led to the big announcement. But I needed shoes. So I have like sneakers and I have flip-flops and I have like work boots and I have dress shoes. But I don't have any like light summery stuff, like slip-on shoes, right? I have sandals, but a lot of the places, like in a lot of the days that we go and we do one thing, like we're going to an area for a while and then we go like directly to something else, which may or may not have a slight dress code, but definitely like sandals are, and a lot of them are like not accepted. So as much as I would fucking walk around in flip flops and be totally comfortable, I'm like, I'm going to need something that's got a little bit of support, but still very light and summery that would like look good with shorts. Cause like I own black sneakers and shit, but that's not going to look good with like a nice light pair of shorts. I'm going to look stupid. And, you know what I mean? So I also was like, I'm going to need some polos and stuff. I was at Costco and I picked up some nice light pairs of shorts. I picked up some nice, white polos. So I'm just jazzed about, you know, going out and kind of looking good. You know what I mean? Like light, summery. I decided I need to go to like, you know, I Googled online because I'm like, I need a pair of like white sneakers, right? Like nice white low top sneakers that'll just look summery, but still kind of like casual and light. They'll go with shorts. They'll go with like short sleeve shirts, t-shirts, that kind of thing. So, I went to Vans. Crystal came with me, went to Vans and I picked up some low top white sneakers. And I picked up some like light gray, like slip-on type shoes or whatever that still kind of look nice. So the idea is that if I go in like shorts and a polo to a restaurant or like Cirque du Soleil show or something like that, I'm not just wandering in a t-shirt and flip-flops. You know what I mean? Like I won't be turned away and I'm going to look a little bit nicer, right? And even the white sneakers will look good with some of the white pants that I'm going to be bringing with me. So that again, if I go to dinner with the lovely lady, I'm not going to look like a fucking animal. The stuff that she's got, she's going to look absolutely beautiful. I can't fucking wait I can't wait to see her in this stuff day in and day out. I am so fucking excited. I can't even tell you. We actually, after we got those shoes, we were looking for some stuff for her, some like little sandals and flip flops, maybe some nice evening shoes to go with her outfits. And, we checked a lot of stores. A lot of them didn't have a ton of options that worked for Crystal. So we started to suggest, like, guys, where else would you say this? We ended up at the store called Brown's, and some of you might know it right away. And like, if you're like me and they're like, oh, I thought Brown's was a fucking dry cleaning place. we went there and they had some really nice like sandals and stuff. In fact, we found a super, super nice pair of like dressy sandals that had like almost like a wicker basket looking kind of bottom to them, like the heel and sole, but with nice black like lace up on the top, whatever. She tried them on. She looked amazing in them. Absolutely amazing. She loved them. Absolutely loved them. So we picked those up. And then I saw a pair of like Michael Kors that looked so blingy. They looked so blingy. They were pink, but then like they were just, I guess like they called them slides or whatever, where it's like a band over the top. But they looked so fucking like they're pink, but then they had like a yellow, pink, and blue stones and coloring across the slide, like the strap part of the slide. So they look like fucking sunsets. I mean, I really don't know how to describe them any better, but I love them. I love them. I saw them. I was like, honey, I love this. She's like, you don't think they're too much? And I was like, I fucking love these. So we got those two. I'm like, she tried them on. They were very comfortable. And I was like, yeah, it's free. So for you, just comfortable. Like she doesn't really have any like flip-floppy type sandals. I think she has some, but they're like really, really thin. I think, like they wouldn't be comfortable to walk around all day in. But we got her these and she's like, they're great. I love them. They're comfortable. So I'm actually going to post a picture right now on what do you call it? Instagram of Crystal's shoes, flip-flops, whatever you call them, sandals. And just so you guys can see them, so you can see whether I'm crazy or what, but this was like, yeah, it's just gonna be like a little snapshot of our shopping trip basically, but these were the sandals. I think they look fucking great. I am so excited to see her in them with little shorts and just comfortable in the sun. I love this woman, you guys. I love this woman very much, and I'm so looking forward to this trip. What is this? Congratulations on the DoorDash. Oh, cool. JD from JD Bauer Botanicals. Strongly encourage all of my US listeners to check it out, and we'll tell you guys more about that because I had a big, long conversation with JD. Love the soaps, love everything. So excited. Yeah. So I've told you about the stuff that we got. I mean, again, like, I know that maybe, I love you guys who are happy for us in this trip. I'm sure some of you are like, I don't care what clothes you were buying, but like, this is her first time going, south of the border. This is her first time being in a more tropical climate, right? There's fucking palm trees and stuff. So to be able to take her on this trip for her 40th birthday, to make her feel, as good as she makes people in her life feel all the time. It's really exciting for me to be able to do that. It means a lot to me. And I think, really, I think that it's, it's fun. I can't tell you how fun it is. I'm loving seeing her smile when she tries on things that she likes and, just feeling excited, feeling good in her skin. You know what I mean? She's starting to get, gray hair and stuff like that. And she still looks amazing with it. It honestly looks really great. But, women, because of societal pressures, feel like, a lot of their value is from their looks. And so when they feel like their looks are starting to go and stuff like that, they get down on themselves. It's hard. All of us with partners know that, you can have that sometimes where women just aren't feeling the sexiest and things like that. And so to see her trying things on and feeling good in her skin and stuff like that is it means a lot to me. It makes me feel really good. So yeah, love her. I had a blast shopping with her, and I can't wait to see her actually out and enjoying these outfits and things like that. This trip is so needed, and I really can't wait. I really, really can't wait. I'm so thankful that we're able to do this. Let's bang out the fucking, the top 5, guys. I really don't have a whole lot to talk about this week. And again, like what I did was just a lot of my own stuff. I've been looking into like casino hosts and all sorts of different things like that. Ways to try to get discounts and promos and things like that. Like I'm trying not to break the bank on this trip, but at the same time, I'm looking to have a blast. But last week I talked about people, old mechanics, basically people who love to give information who know nothing about what they're talking about, and the even bigger idiots that listen to them and take their word as gospel. We're talking about Old Earl, but as I mentioned, Old Earl is not really the one I'm talking about, because Old Earl, he's the guy who owns the mechanic shop, the body shop, whatever you want to call it, right? He owns it. He has a little bit of business acumen, but no, we're talking about his sidekick there, right? The guy who's skinny, missing a couple teeth. Right? That old guy, little skinny. One who could fit underneath a car without a jack. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I go down, you got a problem with your head. You know what I mean? That fucking guy. And we need a name for him. And I established that Earl can't be him. I need a little old scrawny guy. Right? So this week's top 5 is top 5 names suggested to replace Earl. Because here's the thing. I wrote down the 3 name suggestions, crumpled up the paper at the end of the week and threw it in the garbage. And now I can't remember what 3 I had. I know that I had a few on there that may have made this list again, if you guys remember. But other people have been reaching out to me and telling me that I'm an idiot for not using certain ones that came to their mind. And of course, some of the ones that came to their mind were like Cletus and stuff like that that's been done. You know, Billy Bob, stuff like that. I'm like, guys, way too common. No level of uniqueness. I want you guys to hear a name and think specifically of this character and not 1,500 other ones you've seen in shows before. So in number 5 name suggested to replace Earl, Cooter. What's up? My name's Cooter. Old Coot down at the party shop, he told me that COVID not even real. Invented by the Jews to keep Mexicans from, you know what I mean? Like whatever stupid shit's coming out of his mouth. So number 5, Cooter. Number 4 was one I know that was on my list, which was Otis. Old Otis. Right? Getting underneath that car, fixing God knows what. I think he fell asleep. Number 3, Merle. Now, Merle, the only other Merle that comes to mind is Merle from The Walking Dead, played by Michael Rooker, who also played Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy and many other things. But Michael Rooker, I think, is the only other Merle character, right, from anything that I can think of. But Merle's a good old backwoods name. Number 2, Zeke, right? Old Zeke. Now, Zeke, a lot of people were like, it doesn't really sound like white. And I was like, okay, fair. I can't think of a lot of white Zekes. But number one and the grand champion of what the character will be called. Again, not that I've never heard this before, but I can't really attribute it instantly to any particular character or anything like that I've ever heard, is Skeeter. We got Skeeter, guys. Number 1, old Skeeter down there. Old Skeeter, getting under the car, right? Telling you advice, knows the world, Illuminati. I tell you, the Russians are working with the Japs with it. What the fuck are you talking about? Why do you talk? You got less brains than teeth, buddy. Why? And why does anyone listen to you? You know what I mean? You got fucking oil all over your face and shit. You know what I mean? Anyways, those are the top 5 names suggested to replace Earl. All right. Remember that character. You got to keep in mind the character. Skinny little white guy, right? T-shirt. Probably never wears a t-shirt. It's probably usually a tank top, right? Scruffy 5 o'clock shadow. It's not a beard. He's just got all that fucking little prickly stuff sticking out of him. That skin, loose skin, right? Hangs around his neck and his face because he's old. Like leather, been in the sun all day. Look to him. Hey, that squinty kind of look on his face. You know, that guy with squints his eyes all down every now and again. He opens them wide. And you're like, holy fuck, I didn't even know you had blue eyes. You know what I mean? Like, just you got to fucking get under the fucking hat all the time. Usually you pull up and he's sitting on a pile of tires, right, having a cigarette. Anyways, that's Skeeter. That's Skeeter. And I'll tell you what, every time some idiot listens to a Skeeter, we will bring it up here on the One Man Podcast. Don't you worry, guys. I don't have a lot left this week, guys. Finishing up this week, I actually went out for doing some skip the dishes with my dad last night. In terms of not delivering, because people always ask me, oh, you deliver? And I'm like, no, doing the marketing. So putting up the window advertisements and things like that. Did that. That was nice. Been doing that quite a bit. Yawning because I'm exhausted. From what, Josh? Great question. I don't know. Probably just from not eating a lot. But not the case today. I had Taco Bell, so I will have diarrhea shortly. And I think that's kind of it, guys. Really not a lot this week. I apologize. We're at the 42-minute mark. I am going to have an email from my pal Rich, who, what is this? Protect Your Mother's Day gift guide. What the fuck? Rich sent me an email. Okay, so I'm going to read that. Like I said, this week coming up, I have a focus group I'm doing this evening. It's like some election thing. I'll be doing it via Zoom, but I'm answering questions, things like that. And then that's it. That's my evening. I might go to the ladies tonight. I'm so sorry for all the yawning guys and the scatterbrainers because I'm trying to figure out what am I doing the rest of the week. I will be finishing up the skip routes that I have. I will be on Monday. I'm starting the new position with Neo. We'll be doing some training and some stuff like that, like training our staff because we're going to be having kiosks and stuff all throughout the city now. So there's one at Rito. We're going to have one at Bayshore, Billingsbridge, and Rito Center, as well as the Tulip Festival. We will have an activation there for signups and things like that. So if any of you are in the city, like I'd love to ask some questions rather than just jumping on the web by myself. We're going to be there, guys. One Man Podcast, Neo Financial. Okay. We're very excited to be able to answer some questions and hit the ground running with these activations. God damn it, Josh. Last week I didn't do any fucking yawning because I did it early in the morning and I'm doing this at 5 o'clock. Could be the difference right there. But all right, moving forward. Email from Rich. Rich says, "Hi, Josh. Good to hear you back on the air, buddy." Thank you, Richard. It's good to be back. I feel like I've been missing out on catching up with a good friend by not having your podcast around lately. So very good to hear you are back. Wanted to drop a note and say, wow, what a hopeless romantic you are. The Vegas trip sounds amazing. Crystal is a lucky girl. Also wanted to drop a note and say a big thank you for the Neo MasterCard referral code. I downloaded the app, applied, got the card, and started using it the very next day. Because of the referral code, I got $50 credit right away. So the next day when I was using it for a Thai lunch at a local partner and picked up a couple of bottles of wine at the LCBO, another partner, I not only earned cash back on those purchases, but the $50 credit pretty much covered my lunch and a couple of bottles of wine. Who says there's no such thing as a free lunch? I was just about to order from Amazon as well. And with my premium plan membership, yeah, there you go. It's 6 o'clock right now. And that's my 1 hour left to eat alarm. I was just about to order from Amazon as well. And with my premium plan membership, I get 3% cash back on everything I buy through Amazon. I'm a credit card enthusiast and know my point systems and best cashback strategies, and I've learned that points are nice, but cash is king. It is very difficult to achieve a cashback rate higher than 1.5% with a lot of cards, and you can only earn a higher rate in very specific categories. So being able to earn much higher rates of cashback with the Neo MasterCard is totally amazing. So thanks again, not only for the idea and the referral code, but thanks for the free lunch. Again, great to hear the podcast is on again. Looking forward to the next episode and looking forward to an upcoming episode about your trip to Vegas with Crystal. Whoosh, Rich. Rich, thank you for the email. I love emails. I love connecting with you guys. I appreciate you taking the time to tell me your experience with the card. So there you go, guys. One of the people signed up. Loving it. And we did talk for a while before he signed up, just in terms of like, how does this work with that? How does this work? Is this a good thing? Like, so, someone who's very like, yeah, he was telling me about all the rates on the different cards. And I was actually looking shit up online as he was describing me, like the things that he gets on his cards and stuff like that. And it was really like, I knew Neo was a better card before. But after talking to him and like leading me to different credit cards and plans and stuff like that, and we were looking online, I was like, yeah, these aren't as good. Like, I didn't realize, like, because there's other people like, oh, my card gives me cash back. But then when you go on and look at how much cash back you get, you're like, you get cash back. That's shit though. It's shit in comparison. So anyways, thank you, gang, very much. You guys are the best. All right. Don't listen to Skeeter. What other pieces of advice do I have for you? Why would you listen to me? Okay. Intermittent fasting is working for me. If you want to try it, work for yourself. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not going to stop at 300 pounds. I will let you guys know how that goes. I'm going to be out and about, running stuff for Skip. I've got the stupid focus group thing tonight, which is like a free $75 in my pocket. They're going to pay me for my opinions. Huh? How about that? Really appreciate you guys. If you want to reach out, contact at onemanpodcast.com. I would love some shitty movie suggestions for previous episodes. I would love to hear what's going on with you guys. If you have anything for Vegas, well, here, I'll take 2 seconds and read the thing that Angie sent me. So it's basically suggestions for places to eat in Las Vegas for authentic Mexicans. So her cousin said, okay, let me get you the info. 1, Senor Frogs, loud and super casual. Food is good, but the experience is generally why people go there. Number 2, Tacos El Gordo, which I'm aware of. Street tacos type of food, really good. Carlos and Charlie's, more for the entertainment and margaritas. The food is good. 4, Javier's, high end, awesome food. The jalapeno margaritas are amazing. Expensive, but worth the experience. He can probably ask the concierge from his hotel if they recommend any new places. Yeah, that's amazing. Super, super amazing. Thank you, Angie. Thank you to your cousin. Please tell her I say I appreciate the feedback and the suggestions. And I'll take anything from you guys. Stuff to do in Vegas, gang. Check out the MyVegas app. Like I said, win free shit for yourselves just by playing games on your phone. if I probably already said it, but I'm going to say it again, contact the onemanpodcast.com. Let me know what's going on with you. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to have you guys back with me. Even more importantly, what did I miss from you guys while I was gone? How was your holiday season? How was, spring, or at least the initial parts of spring for you? You know what I mean? What happened with you guys? What's new and exciting? I love to hear from you. It does mean a lot to me. It certainly inspires me to keep doing this. So, all the love to you, my onesies, and I will talk to you again soon.